channel. My name is Sheena. I am a mum to 6-year-old triplet girls and I have a 3-year-old son. And every Wednesday I do a video on motherhood, routines and goals. Today we're looking at 10 mum hacks to have an amazing morning routine. Now, if your household is like mine, the likelihood is that you have lots of children, they all need to do things, and usually you're late. However, I've started to put things in place to make my mornings run a lot smoother, less shouting, less stressing, more peaceful, and on time. Let's go. But number one of the things I get my clients to do first of all, especially if they're going to do a routine, is to time how long it's going to take to do everything. Literally, take your phone out and time how long it's going to take to do it. How long does it take for your children to eat food? How long does it take for you to get ready? How long does it take to get them into the car? Listen, if you are planning to get somewhere for 1/2 and it's 15 minutes away, don't leave your house at 1/4. Guilty is charged, because it takes an extra 10 minutes at least, depending how old your children are, to get your children into the car, which means you have to leave at 5 minutes past at least. So it's really important to do this step. Time everything. And once you have the time, then you can actually say how long it's going to take to be able to get out of the house and to put a routine in place. One of my best, biggest, 100% super duper tips is to prepare the night before. Pack your changing bags the night before. I am always a strong believer that your changing bag should always be ready. Mainly because you just never know what's going to happen. And if you have to run out, then at least you know that you have everything in your changing bag. So if you use it, replenish it is what I say. If your children are at school, make sure you pack their school bags the night before. If you know you're going somewhere, pack the bags the night before. It's just one less stress. Following on from that, prepare their clothes the night before. Now, I have tried ironing in so many different ways. I have ironed before I put the clothes in the wardrobe. I have ironed for the week. I have ironed daily. And honestly, I can't say that one way is better than the other way. It's just dependent on your family and your needs. Currently, we just iron the night before. It works for us. Because my children are a lot older, when they were younger, ironing before I put it in the wardrobe really helped, because my children were really clingy when they were younger, and trying to iron with 3 babies under your feet just, it wasn't working. So whatever works for you, just pack your clothes the night before. I recently found this hack on Emily Norris's website and her YouTube video. Absolutely fantastic mum. I recommend you check her out as well. But she had an IKEA storage hanging, and she just puts the clothes in for the night before, so it's all ready, and there's a nice cute little place for it to all go into. Put the socks in and the underwear in and the vest in, because there's nothing worse than trying to find socks that are pairs and your kids walking out the house with wet socks, which my children do all the time. So that's a fantastic hack that I have found really works in our household. I also recommend showering the night before. I know this isn't everybody's thing, but do you know what? If you shower the night before, set your hair the night before. If your hair is like my hair, your hair actually looks better when it's set the night before. However, if you have different hair to me, it might not work as well. But do you know what? It saves you time in the morning. I also recommend prepping your breakfast the night before. Our children actually really enjoy doing this. It's actually their job. They set the table. They're now in the habit of making their own breakfast. Unless it's porridge, then we have to make it for them. But their cereals, if they're having cereals or something quick, they can do it themselves. And so they're now in the habit of setting the table the night before with everything on the table, and they can just go downstairs and help themselves to breakfast. Also, if you can plan your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner, honestly guys, there's nothing worse than coming to the day and you're like, I don't have what I need to get lunch or dinner. Then you have to scramble everybody into the car to go to the shop, and then you're late for lunch, and because you're late for lunch, then you're late for dinner. And check your cupboards the night before. Now, if you meal plan, once again, like the ironing, there's so many different ways to meal plan, and I can't say that one way is better than the other. It depends on your family and your family's needs, but you can plan for the month, you can plan for the week, you can plan the day before. For us currently, once again, we're planning the day before. However, I do have a list of foods that I like and dishes that the children like, so I can just check the list and see what it is that I feel or fancy. Meal planning is a fantastic way to save money though, and I will do another video on meal planning. Now, another tip that we have that we recently started doing is having a set place for shoes, hats and scarves. Every morning when we're about to go out, someone can't find their hat and scarf. Oh my days, it drives me insane. Like, it's simple, put the hat and scarf in the coat, but they don't do it. And it wasn't working for us, so do you know what we did? We changed it up. So we now have a basket that we put all the hats and scarves in. I made different drawers for the kids to put their shoes in. So our children, they have the same boots, but they're different sizes, and at the bottom of the boot is rubbed off. So in the morning that becomes a struggle. Eliminated. They now have their drawer with their personal shoes in. They go to the drawer, they take their shoes out the drawer, they go out the house, and they come in, they put their shoes back in the drawer. It also teaches your children responsibility. It's their responsibility to put their shoes in their drawer. Now, this one is a fantastic one. I watched a video by Jim Quick, I think it is, and he talks about making sure that you achieve one of your goals before you go on your phone. And this is very similar. No screen time, no phone, no TV for anybody. Not your children, not yourself, not your husband. Okay, I don't know if your husband's there. But no one's allowed screen time until everything is completed. And I know how challenging this is, and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't, but you know what, when I get it, life is so much easier. Because the reality is you can get so caught up in checking your Facebook, checking your Instagram, checking your emails, replying to that person who messaged you the night before, and then before you know it, half an hour later, 20 minutes later, 10 minutes later, an hour later, you've wasted a heap of time, and now you're behind, and now you're rushing, and it can all be prevented if you just had no screen time. So one thing I recommend for a nice, simple, peaceful morning is no screen time for either you or the children. If your children are old enough, I recommend having a checklist of things that you want them to do. Once again, it teaches them to be responsible. They know exactly what they need to do. You may then decide to give them screen time if you do screen time after they've completed their checklist. But at least they know what you expect, and you know what you expect of them, and everyone can complete it as quickly and efficiently as possible. And my last tip is to set alarms. Now, I'm not really an alarm person, but I know that this really works for some people. If you know that you forget time, you're not very good at looking at the time, set an alarm for when you want to do things. So maybe set an alarm for when you want to do your lunch and your dinner times. If you're meant to be at the house to pick the children up, or you have an activity that you need to do, set your alarm half an hour before, or however long it takes you to get ready, so that you know that you're going to be out the house on time. So those are my 10 tips on how to have a peaceful, relaxed morning and to get out the house on time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other mum hacks on how to get out the house in the morning and to have a more peaceful and relaxed morning routine, comment below. I want to hear, I want to try it out. Sharing is caring. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, if you want to see more videos on motherhood routines and goals, and click the notification bell so that you never miss a thing. I hope you have a fantastic day. Be bold, be determined, be amazing. You're fantastic. Ciao, mamacita.